What does narrative practice mean to me? In 2 minutes, I think I can only respond with a story. In 1993, I was 23 years old and I was working in a maximum security men's prison in Sydney, and the other job was to try and respond to young men in schools trying to talk about issues of gender and violence. And I was finding both contexts extremely challenging. How on earth to make it possible to listen to the stories that people were telling, how to make it possible to speak differently about their lives, how to in any way make any contribution in these two contexts. And someone handed me a Dulwich Centre newsletter, and I then travelled to Adelaide and was introduced to narrative ideas. And to me they meant imagination, they meant hopeful possibilities, they meant new ways of responding to stories of social suffering, and they were practical. They were practices that I could try out and adapt to my own context in the prisons and in the schools, and I went away very energised with those possibilities. So that's one aspect of what narrative ideas mean to me, these creative practices, ways of enabling people to tell their stories in ways that make them stronger, ways that make new possibilities emerge. But there's a second theme I must mention, because on that first visit I was also introduced to a whole range of social projects that Dulwich Centre were involved in at that time, responding to mental health issues, to deaths in custody, and that to me is an equally significant aspect of what narrative practice means to me, being engaged in various social projects to respond to broader social suffering. And thirdly, just scripting in company. Now, at that time when I went and did the first training, I was introduced to a community of practice, and that offers me company and sustenance in my work. That'll have to do.